When I married her, I believed I had found perfection. We laughed without effort, traveled like partners in crime, and shared every corner of our lives. I trusted her blindly, never doubting her loyalty or her love. But the people closest to your heart often carry the sharpest knives. I didn't know how deep that blade would sink into me. The first cracks were subtle. She spent longer on her phone, tilting the screen away whenever I walked in. She claimed it was just harmless chats with friends, yet her late-night whispers and sudden shifts in mood painted a different picture. I wanted to trust her, so I swallowed my doubts. That blind faith became my mistake. The night everything shifted, we were with friends. Out of nowhere, she joked, loud enough for the whole table. At least my ex was bigger. Laughter rippled awkwardly around us, but my chest caved in. She locked eyes with me as she said it, as if she wanted the humiliation to sting. I forced a grin to hide the break inside me. But when the lights went out that night, I couldn't sleep. Her words looped in my head, not as a joke, but as a wound. It was more than cruelty. It was contempt. And contempt rarely comes without betrayal. I started looking closer. Quietly. Phone records. Late-night movements. And once, I even trailed her when she said she was meeting her cousin. What I saw stripped away the last of my illusions. Her hand in another man's, her smile the same one she used to save for me. Suddenly her joke about her ex made sense. I wasn't just being mocked. I was being compared. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I played along. I stayed kind, gentle, the picture of the husband she thought she could fool. Meanwhile, I gathered proof, photos, messages, even recordings. I wanted the truth carved so deep that she could never twist it against me. The moment came over dinner. She tried to slip in another cutting remark. I smiled back and said, "Maybe your ex was bigger, but at least he didn't have to deal with your lies, your cheating, and the wreck you made of this marriage." Her face drained of color. A nervous laugh caught in her throat, but I set my phone on the table and pressed play. Evidence spoke louder than I ever could. Her laughter vanished. Tears welled up as she begged me to keep it quiet, swore it was a mistake, claimed she still loved me. But love doesn't mock. Love doesn't betray. I told her as much. No wife who respects her husband would compare him to another man. No woman who loves would sneak into someone else's arms. That night, she broke down harder than I'd ever seen. For once, the power wasn't hers. Every insult, every cruel smirk, every betrayal came crashing back onto her. She realized the man she thought she could ridicule was the one now holding the truth that stripped her bare. I walked away that night. The next morning, I filed for divorce and attached every shred of evidence. She fought at first, but the proof was undeniable. The court sided with me. She walked out with nothing but her shame. Friends who had heard her cruel joke later told me she regretted everything. She moved in with the man she cheated with, but he abandoned her within months. She lost her dignity, her marriage, her reputation, all because she believed she could humiliate me and get away with it. I never turned back. I rebuilt. I focused on myself. And eventually, I found someone who gave me the respect and love I had deserved all along. Her joke was meant to break me. Instead, it destroyed her. Revenge didn't require shouting or rage. It required patience, proof, and the truth at the right moment. That night, when she wept as I spoke, I understood something I had never grasped before. Strength doesn't come from size or comparison. It comes from self-respect, from dignity, from knowing when to walk away from someone who doesn't value you. And that was the sweetest revenge of all.